Hello, and this is the Warpforge with a 2000 point battle report. In this report it is Chaos Space Marines with additional Imperial Army Apocalypse units such as the Lord Zufor as you see before you and a Contemptor Dreadnought versus the Tyranids, the big bugs. So, Tactica and a little bit of essential info. So, I'll say the essential info first. In this battle report we did break a rule, but this was pre-game. I asked my opponent if I could, and my opponent allowed me to do so. And that was to allow Khorne Berserkers to be taken as troops choices, because Lord Zufor does not have an ability that unlocks Khorne Berserkers as troops choices. So my opponent allowed me to take Khorne Berserkers as troops choices, just so you all know before the comment section gets spammed full of your Khorne Berserkers aren't troops. Well, just saying that for now. So, Tactica. Well, it's a Khorne list. The lists will be in the description below and should be on as this video is posted. It's basically a Khorne list, and what do you do with a Khorne list? You charge. Keep a unit of cultists at the backfield just in case on top of any objectives, or just at the backfield for some support and fire, and charge the rest of them into combat. So basically, go forward, kill things. Fly, my pretties, fly, as they say. So, that's my tactics. Going on to deployment and the mission now. Okay, so we have the mission, which is Purge the Ailen in Dawn of War deployment, sorry. It's been
Blood for the blood god!
Blood for the blood god! Skulls for his skull throne!
Yeah, so we have, as I say, this is deployment. My opponent won deployment and got this side and is going first, but we have to roll for CC initiative still. In my force, I've got Khorne Berserkers, Hellbrute, Khorne Berserkers and Rhino, Vindicator, Contemptor, and another squad of Khorne Berserkers, and Defiler, with 15 cultists, with 1 heavy stubber and the champion of the shotgun. I'll show you what is in reserve. In reserve, we have Lord Zufor with the Khorne Terminators, which will get painted. As you see there, it'll be Lord Zufor's first game, so it'll be awesome. Also, more Khorne Berserkers. These are the Khorne Berserkers in the Land Raider. Not the Land Raider, the Rhinos, sorry. Lord Zufor has legendary fighter for a warlord trait, which basically means if he slays an enemy character, he gains an additional victory point. And now it is on to the Gribbly Bugs deployment and wargear stuff.
So this is my Tyranids. I have 10 Hormagaunts with Adrenal glands and Toxin sacs. I have 1 Carnifex with 2 twinning devourers with brain worms. I have a Zoanthrope with Warp Blast and Psychic Scream. I have a winged Hive Tyrant with 2 twin-linked devourers with brain worms. He has Psychic Scream and Catalyst. I have 3 Hive Guard with Imperial Cannons. I have 3 Warriors with Boneswords, Flesh Hooks, and Devourers. I have the Swarmlord, who has Paroxysm, Psychic Scream, and the Horror. I have 10 Hormagaunts with Toxin sacs and Adrenal glands. I have a Tyranofex with the Rupture Cannon. I have my second Flyrant with Warp Blast and Paroxysm. I have a second Zoanthrope with Warp Blast and Paroxysm. I have 10 Termagaunts with Devourers. I have 5 Genestealers with Adrenal glands and Scything talons. And I have 5 Genestealers with Adrenal glands and Scything talons. And my warlord trait was a -1 modifier to my opponent's reserves roll.
So Lord Zufor is coming on a 4+. Okay, so we roll for steal the initiative now. I roll for steal initiative, which case I don't get. Oh. Because you have to deny the steal initiative for some apparent reason.
I wish you could do that.
Skulls for the skull throne!
I wish we couldn't. As you say, my opponent is more enthusiastic than me about playing Khorne.
Yeah!
But blood for the blood god!
Blood for the blood god!
It's now the random... So much blood for the blood god. I can't wait to do a war here.
War!
one day when I bring the orcs out, once I get Wargasco. Anyhow, so we are now onto the Tyranids, the Tyranid deployment. Well, Tyranid first.
So Tyranid's turn 1 went well. So we've rushed up, we're doing a couple of things. Psychic powers are all off. This rhino was snap-firing, but he died in the shooting phase, got me first blood in 1 point from this Hive Tyrant, so that was a waste of that. This took a whole point. This rhino is wrecked. It took a whole point from a psychic power, which was Warp Lance. Then he got shot death by this Hive Tyrant. Hive Tyrant took a wound because he perilled, and he lost Warp Lance because he rolled 2 on the perils table. He did not ground himself, so he is fine there. Everything else just moved up. Really, everything ran, things like that. Apart from the Rupture Cannon here, got preferred enemy from the Swarmlord, so he got to roll his 1 on Deafy. Deafy took a whole point because it was only a glance, so and he filled his invulnerable. So that was everything. Everything's just run up, preparing for a lot of assault next turn, and on to Chaos turn.
Okay, so this is the Chaos Space Marine turn 1. Basically, they just moved up. This fired at the Hive Tyrant, needs 6s to hit, got a 6 to hit, then rolled a 1 to wound.
Yeah! Blood for the Blood God!
In other words, crazy melter shenanigans. These just, disembarked from the Rhino, which moved 6 inches, and then just did bottle. This then moved 6 inches, found the Genestealers, killed 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, finished them off with the ball pistols.
Had a chance to wound 2 of those Hormagaunts and failed to do so by rolling double 1. The Berserkers then finished off the Genestealer squad. This Contemptor over here, the Warden, hit the Hive Tyrant because you remember he rolled 6s.
Oh yes.
Hit fired at the Hive Tyrant with his twin glass cannon and failed to hit. This Defiler fired into the Genestealers as well as these cultists, reduced them to 2 Genestealers. The Defiler then assaulted the Genestealers and then basically
killed them.
Consolidated 5 inches towards the Hive Tyrant.
There's bits of Genestealer over there, bits of Genestealer over here, some on Terra,
some head on a spike,
some landed on the Imperium.
Some skulls vanished off into the warp.
Skulls for the Skull Throne!
Skulls for the Skull Throne!
And so,
Skulls for the Skull Throne!
it is now to the Tyranid turn 2.
So turn 2 for the Tyranids. Not much happened. These guys moved up, shot the cultists, took 1 cultist out. Hive Guard, Tranifex, and Hive Tyrant all collaborated and took down Deafy! Warriors shot these Berserkers before these charged. These only killed 2 of them, they only killed 1. This Carnifex did amazing and almost wiped out the entire squad of Berserkers here. This guy was attacking him the whole time but didn't do anything. Swarmlord tried to charge, failed. This happened, he killed 2 Hormagaunts, I killed 5 Berserkers, which is absolutely amazing. And that's it, so that is Tyranid's turn 2 and the score is currently 2-4 to me.
Okay, so I missed the carnage of turn 2. The Terminators attempted to come from reserve and failed. Apparently, Khorne does not say now is the time. Zufor may take the lead in turn 3 or 4 maybe. Okay, so this got a bit angry when I say that. It's rage-inducing rage from a hell brute because it's Khorne. Rolled a 1, decided to fire towards the Hive Tyrant twice with its melter. Double 1. Apparently, when I'm fighting against Skyfire targets, if I don't have Skyfire, I'm rolling 1s apparently. And I've got a blocked nose, so I apologise, my tone of voice sounds a bit different. This Berserkers just moved and ran. This is a wreck. This basically just moved from here all the way around, hiding away a blood kill point. This moved 6 inches forward. Look, went all the way over here. Fired a template on that. On target. Killed 1 with 3 wounds. Doesn't cause instant death because they're toughness 6. Roll to wound that. 1 warrior as well underneath the blast who failed as I rolled another 1. Apparently, this is the game where I roll way too many ones for my own good. This Contemptor fired las cannon into the Swarmlord, failed some vulnerable save of 4+, and suffered a wound. Then fired its Melter-Gun. Its Melter-Gun fired and missed completely. That is a wreck. These cultists moved up and fired into them, killing 2 or 3 heavy stubbers and autoguns alike. This Berserker squad, basically, they ran up, they're still hacking each other apart. Skulls for the skull throne, lots of decapitations, lots of stomping on the carapace and crunching it under their steel iron boots, while sides are going into like the creases and the latex parts of the armour. And killed 1 Berserker, but killed like 2 or 3 Hormagaunts, but because of synapse from the Hive Tyrant, are fearless. This, still same result. Berserkers won the combat, but because of synapse from the Hive Tyrant, they are classed as fearless. And that was the turn 3 for Chaos, for Khorne, for the Blood God. I feel like I'm catching the cold, so I apologise for my tone of voice. It is now on to the Tyranid turn 3.
Tyranid's turn 3, not a lot happened. Carnifex killed the Hellbrute. 2 Glands died, 1 Berserker died. This guy failed his his charge. Vindicate is destroyed. 2 Hell Monkeys died, and 1 Gaunt died, and all the cultists are dead, and all that's left of the Khorne is 3 Berserkers, 5 Berserkers, 2 Berserkers, and a Rhino. And his reserves, which are Lord Zufor and his blood butchers of bloodness.
Blood for the Blood God! Skulls for his skull throne!
Reserve!
No! Oh well. Oh wait. That's alright. You won. Okay, so Khorne World Eaters turn 3. It is turn 3, yes. Khorne Berserkers, well, they assaulted and stuff. Khorne Hormagaunt survived and they won the combat because of his funeral pain warlord trait that he gives to them. He is, 3 Khorne Berserkers moved, charged, 2 died to Overwatch, 1 made it through, 1 attacked, 1 took a wound off it, and then he stomped the Khorne Berserker dead. Wrecked. That stayed alive and just did bottle. That got wrecked. This fired. Las Cannon misses, to a linked hit, 2 to wound, rolls a 1. How many ones have I rolled in this game? Then Melter-Gun fires, hits, wounds, failed him vulnerable save, so that's down a further wound. Khorne Berserkers lost combat here. The Hormagaunts just jumped on them and just slashed the necks out. Throats gouging, gushing of blood. And that's consolidation. Wrecked. So, altogether, I have 3 units alive. 1, 2, 3. Highlight of the match for me is that I can't deal with Flyrants. I just can't. The only unit that's been ruining, when I say ruining, foiling my devious plans are those Flyrants just dancing around like a demon flying circus, just shooting everything. But apart from that, I just need to see if Lord Zufor comes out, because at the end of the day, I could get away with the moral victory if I can get Lord Zufor down next to the Swarmlord and then take the Swarmlord's head with Lord Zufor. So that would just be funny, in my opinion. So anyhow, it's the World Eaters, turn 3. Now onto the Bugs, the Tyranids themselves, turn 4.
So turn 4, I went up by 2 more points, because I killed the Rhino with my Hive Tyrant. Then these 2 charged in and killed off the Khorne Berserkers. My Hive Guard and Tyranofex tried to shoot down him.
1 hull point.
And I've taken off 1 more hull point. And my Zoanthropes tried to warp that land to him, but completely failed with his eye as well. So it now goes to turn 4. It comes on automatically, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
So Zufor is coming on. Oh, and this Hive Tyrant went off the board. They're going ongoing reserves. Okay, turn 4 for Chaos Berserkers. Blood for the Blood God!
Fighting a Chaos Lord.
Okay, so Chaos turn 5.
Chaos Lord by leg.
Well, there is basically nothing really happened over here. This fired its last cannon melt gun, took 2 wounds off the Carnifex, went in combat, killed it on its last wound, consolidated 4 inches towards the Hive Tyrant. Zufor on the Terminators, deep struck, on target, scattered, just deployed around there, fired a special storm bolter thing into the Swarmlord, caused no wounds. So basically it's going to be sent around the Swarmlord. So we will be back after Tyranid turn.
So in this turn, not much happened, but I killed the Contemptor, and then we have this big mosh pit down here, where Lord Zufor lost a couple of wounds in the challenge against Swarmlord, and all the 3 butchers, including the champion, got killed. So that happened, and that's it for my turn. Going on to Chaos turn 5, where all I can do is continue this combat. Yep. Chaos.
So, Chaos turn 5. Zufor has unfortunately fallen to the blades of the Swarmlord. Another Terminator fell to the blades of the Tyranids. Meanwhile, 2 Terminators struck at the Tyranofex and managed to get 3 sixes or something to wound. So killing it outright felt good. I've had a good stint. I've survived till turn 5. This is a Sparta moment where the Persian king stares down at Lord King Leonidas, and Leonidas looks at him straight to the eye with pure determination, knowing that this war has never finished just yet.
He's going to get promotion, isn't he?
Yes.
Yes. 3 up, game continues to turn 6. Yeah! Wait, that might be cocked.
Let's check.
Oh!
That's cocked.
Tension.
No! Game ends.
He gets a promotion.
And with that, I only have one model remaining. This is a mass tabling by the Tyranids, and it is the Gribbly's victory. Victory to the Hive Mind.
Get me on camera.
What?
Blood for the Blood God!
Well, technically victory to the Hive Mind, but still. And afterthoughts coming soon. Okay, so afterthoughts. I apologise for the lighting. It's getting dark nights now, and I can't be able to get me lamp over to this positioning of the room. So, afterthoughts in the battle. So, I personally really do need to take some havocs with flak missiles. I'm always trying to ignore the fly runs with the twin-link devourers, and it just doesn't work. It's one of those units that you do have to prioritise targets to at the end of the day. So honestly, I think I need to get some havocs with flak missiles. I know you can get Helldrakes with autocannons, Hades autocannons, but I really can't be bothered with Helldrakes because you see Helldrakes everywhere, if I'm honest. I mean, you go onto another YouTube account and with a Chaos player and they'll have Helldrakes, most certain. So it's just trying to offer something new and refreshing for you people to watch. So that's why I don't really bring Helldrakes anymore. So yeah, I definitely think a way around that would be Havocs with flak missiles. Apart from that, it was a bloody combat, and I've made a name for that last sergeant who was left standing on no man's land, and the sergeant of my Red Butcher's squad will be called Leonidas, because he took it like Leonidas from 300. That was a great match. Yeah, so that was a great match. I enjoyed it. I hope my opponent enjoyed his game, because I certainly did. This is the Warp Forge, signing out, and remember, keep on forging.